I am using the Victorian Steampunk Lenormand cards here. I'm going to do a Lenormand box spread. So that is something I will ask for some patience on. But anyway, what I thought I'd look at and see if there is going to be an October surprise for Trump. Or is Trump going to have an October surprise? So we'll have a look at that. So here he is in the middle. That's Trump. Have a look. Tower, the book, the bear, authority. The tower is institutions. 6, the star. 7, the stork, rebirth, something new. 18, the dog, that's loyalty. Anchor. 25, and the cross. It closes out with a cross. Okay, so please bear with me as I look at these. So authority, but it can also mean solitude. It's got Trump here, so we'll go down here first. Solitude in authority. Trump feeling a little bit lonely, I think. The cross is suffering, burden, intolerance, principles, indoctrination, duty. Duty, yeah. So yeah, he's feeling isolated. He's feeling isolated at the moment, and we're looking, and he's going to feel more isolated in October, because having a look at him in October, is he going to get an October surprise? It's something that's going to isolate him. Now there's a book. Now we've got the tower across the top, and then the book, and then the bear. Okay, so the book is secrets. The book is secret. It's knowledge. It's knowledge that's not available to everyone. Yeah, and the bear. Oh, the bear is authority. This is on a diagonal with the man, it's Trump, and dog, loyalty. Bear, so another authority has Trump's loyalty, and I think that's going to come out. Ooh. And there's secret. Now, like I said, bear with me. I'm still learning Lenormand, and I'm not going to pretend to know everything about it, okay? So I will be looking at notes, okay? And, yeah. So, friendship, loyalty, devotion, companionship, mutual benefit, camaraderie. It's interesting that mutual benefit is one of the things, a key word for the dog. So, bear, stars, dog, loyalty, friendship, a follower, devotion, obedience, support. So, he's a follower of somebody else. Should have a look at the reading I just did, and I'm compiling now, and I'll be uploading it first, that I've just uploaded on upcoming books. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm right, there could be a very big explosive book coming out in in October. So, yeah. Now, 16, the star. So we've got the star here. It's a good card. It's supposed to be a good card, and it's about hope, inspiration, optimism, spiritually. So secrets are going to come out that give inspiration. That's really interesting. Book 26. Yeah, knowledge, wisdom, information, learning, seek them. And it's going to give hope and inspiration. Underneath, okay, I'll have a look at underneath in a bit. Now, so we've got the man. Hope about the man. Stork. Stork is rebirth, renewal. It can mean a child, but it's change, transition, movement, recurrence, new cycle. A new cycle. So this book of secrets, book of secrets, National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets. So this book, it's going to give hope, but it's also it could lead to transition or more secrets coming out. So it's going to more secrets coming out. But it's also got something about another authority. I'm picking this up, and I'm going to go with Russia on it. I'm going to go with Russia because it's not American authority. It's another country's authority. Okay, so on the bottom we've got the dog here, as I've pointed out. Anchor, which is being stuck. Stability, restraint, security, resilience, durability, laying a foundation. But it can also mean being stuck. No momentum. An anchor is meant to stop the momentum. It's meant to keep something in place. Okay. He's going to try and do something to stop the momentum of Biden's campaign so that he can stay in place. That's not surprising. That's one of the things behind October surprises. But the cross, it's just not gonna it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The cross can also stand for indoctrination, so like the religious aspect of it. Suffering, sacrifice, ordeals, devotion, unity, faith, religious doctrine, spirituality. People become attached to their burdens, sometimes more than their burdens are attached to them. That's a quote from George Bernard Shaw. Very interesting. He's willing to stay attached to the burden of the presidency in order to protect himself. And, you know, he finds it isolating and stuff, and he doesn't like it. But, you know, bureaucracy, authority, hierarchy, institutions, and isolation. So, you know, he's in no way competent to handle bureaucracy in any way. He knows how to throw a spanner in the works, but actually run institutions such as the executive branch and all that, he's not suited to that. But he's willing to stick with it to protect himself. But all around, he wants to do something to stop the momentum of Biden's campaign, but I think what's going to happen is something is going to happen to stop his momentum. That's an October surprise for him. Okay, I'm going to grab a different deck now. Okay, and I'm going to find, Biden from this deck. Okay. So, you know, I am nowhere near an expert. Here's Biden, a captain. A captain. I love steampunk. But this guy's overdone it a little bit, you know, with the whole steampunk thing. So, he's trying too hard. So we'll put this here. It's interesting. The man here, Biden, he's a captain. Someone in charge. Someone who's looking forward. You know? That's interesting that this deck is that. So I'm going to put October surprises for Biden. What will there be any? Suffering. Closes out with suffering. But wanting to, saying he'll do anything, even carrying the burden, but suffering. Intolerance. People, yeah. Interesting. I don't see the cross as a good omen for him here. So that's for Trump. So let's have a look at what Biden's got. And again, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So yes, I do refer to books and notes, okay? Sometimes I'll even refer to notes with tarot because I consider myself continually learning. Hello! Here's the bear, Russia. Stork again, new star. The star again. Ring, commitment. Heart, love. Here's the tower again. Institutions, authority. A mountain. Obstacle. The moon. Subconscious, intuition, emotions, fears, desires, fantasy. Okay, interesting. I'll see what the book says with that too. I've got some notes, some keywords up on my screen here. So, here's Biden in the middle. We've got this bear again, and it's interesting. In here, it's somebody wearing the bear's mask. We've got the stork again here. So the bear trying to bring about changes and inspire people, but inspire them to what? This could be the alleged Russia trying to influence people about Biden. So we've got, here's Biden, we've got Russia, Biden, the influence, subconscious, intuition, emotions, fears, desires, fantasy. Let's have a look at what's in the book here about the moon. Dreams, magic, reflections, inspiration, mysticism, and cycle. So, three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So whatever Russian tries to do or say about Biden, the truth's going to come out about it. Okay? We've got the stalk above Biden. Renewal, transition. So transition. So both men have got a transition. Trump's got a transition ahead of him. Biden's got a transition above him. Trump has inspiration and hope behind him. Biden has inspiration and hope above him and in front of him. Biden has Russia behind him. Trump has Russia in front of him. Trump has the cross in front of him. Burden, suffering, conviction, burden, suffering. Not good. Trump has the moon. Dreams. Biden has the moon. Dreams, magic, reflections, intuition, the truth. Okay. So the second line, we've got a ring, which is commitment. It is commitment. It is, sorry, I'll just have a look at the things. I don't use these cards enough to have them all memorized. Some I know straight off. Commitment, promise, honor, partnership, reconciliation. This is what he's got to bring about. Here he is in the front. He's got heart, love, amicability, romanticization. People have got to be careful not to romanticize Joe Biden as the panacea for all ills. He's just a person. But forgiveness is in front of him too. Reconciliation. So that's in front of him. So he's got it behind it and in front of him. Because reconciliation or cooperation cycles commitment, promise, honor. Okay. So he's got honor, Biden, reconciliation. The Tower, which of course is can be authority, institutions, aloofness, ego and arrogance. Ego and arrogance up here. Ego and arrogance. Trump's ego and arrogance is behind him. He's just got suffering in front of him. Okay. Like I said, I'm just learning, so please bear with me. Here, Biden has this below him. It's not above him. See, this is above. His ego and arrogance rules Trump. It's above him. It rules him. I'm not saying that Biden can't be arrogant and that Biden doesn't have an ego. I think you have to have a pretty healthy ego to go into politics and say, I think I can do this job. But it doesn't rule him like it does with Trump. It's there, it's a part of his nature that he needs and that he will use to the best of his ability to he has a quiet air of authority. Trump's never shown authority. He's shown authoritarianism, but he's never shown authority. Different thing. A quiet air of authority is someone who is confident that they know that they can do the job and have the right to do the job and the skills and know how to lead others with authority. Authoritarianism is imposing your will. Okay? The mountain is blockages, is difficulties, problems, obstacles, impairment. So yeah, this is Trump. This is Trump trying to halt Biden's progress. Yeah, he's going to try and throw all these things to halt Biden's progress and transition. But the truth is next to it. The truth coming out is next to it. So it's not going to work. On the diagonal here, So we have, on the diagonal here, we have hope and inspiration that Biden is the person for the job, is the person to put in authority in that position. Here we've had Russia doing their best, but but it's going to come out. Transformation, new beginnings, honouring promises, overcoming difficulties, moving forward with reconciliation, and even a certain amount of forgiveness. Because true leaders can show that. It's very interesting. I don't know why I chose this guy as the main man for the steampunk one, but I'll show you the other man in the steampunk deck. He's much more understated. Yes, he's got the buttons on there, but he hasn't got paraphernalia hanging off him anywhere. He's got a star of authority, but he's understated. He's military. It's like this guy's got stuff all over him, and I love the steampunk thing. But but this guy's like he's dressed up to want to show how good he is, whereas this guy is like very quiet. So yeah. And I didn't even realise the difference. I just looked at it and said, no, that's not Trump. That's the one I want for Trump. That's not the one I want for Trump. So, anyway, so that is October surprises for Trump and Biden. I'm really interested that the book came up here, because if you watch the tarot reading that I've just uploaded, there's something about a book in October. So if you've watched that, you'll have heard about the book in October. If you haven't, go and watch it, because I've got something about a book possibly coming out in October. So yeah, well, anyway, I hope you got something from that. Like I said, I haven't been using these cards as much as I want to, so I'll be doing it more, and I'm really eager to learn more. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that you got something out of this. Love you all, guys, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye bye.